Hello guys and welcome to another video. Today we are discussing Heartstopper. Today I am going to be reacting to the season 3 trailer and also analyzing it. A little reminder, season 3 is when Charlie enters his big depression era because there's a lot of talk about his eating disorder, but it's also the season that we're going to get them saying I love you for the first time. It's a bit sad, it's a bit dark, but you know, it's still Heartstopper and we're still gonna get all that fluffy goodness that we all know and love. Already loving the thumbnail. It's clearly Charlie and Nick at the beach, and we all know and love that iconic scene from season 1 when they're at the beach.
What are you doing? There we go. Whoa, you're my boyfriend! I'm your boyfriend! We're boyfriends! Don't dare drop me!
But I'm sure we'll get another iconic beach scene, so let's get into it. Okay, so the fact that Charlie has his shirt on is very important to the plot.
Hi, Charlie.
Hi. He's gonna say, they didn't do it!
16 is
So
when nothing
cute.
makes sense anymore.
Poor guy.
Sixth form, thinking about uni options, and it's all just...
Hello?
Yeah.
Yup. Yeah, we're
Charlie,
starting to see it.
I'm
And Nick
really
is the one who
worried about
noticed
you.
it.
I've noticed you've been really stressed.
These two. Is this going to end in disaster? I don't think that's in the graphic novels.
Oh, my dysphoria just hit me.
Yeah, it's 100% not in the graphic novels. Which makes sense because they're adding a lot of plot lines to
Our friendship group is just all over
the
the
side
place.
characters. Is she going to be gay? That's the big question.
I worry about you all the time.
Such a good big sister.
I hate feeling like this.
Aw, call back to season
I
1.
don't know what to do now. I really love him.
Okay, wait. No, they didn't replace the mom. I think that's just his aunt.
Sometimes people need more support than one person can give.
That's Peggy Carter, man.
Be there for him, standing together, even when it's hard.
Aw. Important life lesson.
That's love, darling.
Aw, Peggy.
We just want to be there for you.
Okay,
You
so
have to
this
let
is
us.
going to, like, this is at least 2 volumes of the graphic novels.
Intimacy is trusting someone enough to let go of some control.
Might be 3.
I don't even know what the hell I'm doing.
It's a good thing we're in sex ed
'Cause
right
I'm
now.
pretty sure
maybe
that's-
you'll get some good advice.
I'm pretty sure that's where the
Or maybe not.
the graphic novel just ended. Because Alice just finished
I wanted to make I
volume
love him.
6. And you tell that's Isaac?
Nick? Yeah.
Cut it? Yes. Perfect. That's kind of an ugly looking cake, but I'll look past it. Oh my god. You can tell.
What can I do for you?
No. Nice to meet you.
By Panic.
Yeah, he's really hot.
Oh my god.
It's the guy from Bridgerton! The guy from Bridgerton! Am I supposed to process all of this? What I was trying to say earlier is that you can definitely tell that Alice is involved in every step of the way in the process of creating this show. Like, she is a writer, and you can definitely tell more than half of the scenes, specifically with Nick and Charlie, are panel by panel, shot by shot from the graphic novels. There is, in fact, a lot of filler that this doesn't have, because this focuses on Nick and Charlie almost 100%. I would say maybe 95%, and then we also see a little bit from their friend group, and we get the main idea of what's going on with each of them. Obviously not Isaac, because he doesn't exist here. He was a replacement for another character, Alid, who Alice didn't want to touch because he has his own novel. However, in the show, the side characters get a lot of screen time. I would say maybe half of the screen time is for Nick and Charlie, and the other half is then divided more or less evenly amongst the other side characters. So obviously we have Tao, who is Charlie's best friend, and we mostly get scenes of Tao with Elle. We also get Isaac by himself, who since season 2 has been going through his own coming out journey or self-discovery journey where he's like, maybe I'm aro ace, or at least definitely asexual. And then the last pair that we have, or that we've had so far, Tara and Darcy, who it seems like are going to have their own issues in this season. But now we have one more character that I fell in love with during season 2, completely disliked in season 1. I was like, I'm so done with her. In season 2, she like had a 180, she had her Paris experience, she was incredible. She is the one and only Imogen. I love her now, despite her being blue-eyed, you know, I will forgive her for that sin. But the thing with her is now, is she going to fall in love with the bassist player in the band? Honestly, I don't care if they do, I'd rather that they wouldn't. One of the main criticisms of Heartstopper is how unbelievable the world they live in is because of the general acceptance of their gayness, which I feel like is kind of a black and white way to look at it, because at the beginning, Charlie was very heavily bullied because of having come out or because someone exposed him as gay. And although I know that gay people and LGBTQIA people gravitate towards one another, I think it's a bit unrealistic to have the whole friend group end up in the spectrum, the gay spectrum.
I'm not like homophobic. I'm an ally.
I'm still really looking forward to her storyline, and now let's go scene by scene so I can tell you what's going on in each of these shots. So obviously we get Charlie here. Of course, he's listening to music at the beginning, looking at his friends who all look very comfortable in their own skins and like they're building a sandcastle. It's kind of surprising because I thought it would be more shocking to have Charlie in a shirt and then they would all be in like their swimsuits, so more exposed skin, but it looks like they're still wearing their clothes. So now I feel like here it's more of a mental rift than an actual physical one, and then when they walk or run into the water, I feel like it will be more prominent and exaggerated for Charlie, the difference between them. Something that we definitely didn't have in the graphic novel is Imogen being there because she didn't exist, the friend, the bass player being there. So they have expanded the friend group, and that's fun to see. Okay, so they're all having fun, laughing at Tao, and then suddenly gorgeous Nick shows up without his shirt on and he talks to Charlie.
Hey, Charlie.
He says that like they haven't gone to the beach together, like, ooh,
16 is when nothing makes sense anymore.
So here are Tao and Elle just being themselves. They have always been besties, but now they're dating, and obviously Isaac knows that, and he's starting to feel like a little bit of a third wheel, specifically because Nick and Charlie are so obsessed with each other that it's impossible not to feel like a third wheel around them, and they generally do things by themselves without the friend group. So the fact that these three are hanging out and still it feels to Isaac like he's being excluded, it's kind of sucky, but it's the way it goes. And he's feeling like, oh, I'm never going to have that. So I'm looking forward to finding out if he's just ace or also aro, so aromantic. And here they're at a house party, probably celebrating the end of exams.
Starting sixth form,
Yep.
about uni options.
Okay, I forgot that Imogen was in their grade, but this makes sense. These four are all a year older than Charlie and the other characters. In the graphic novel, just the three of them without Imogen go on a road trip and visit different universities and see which one they're going to pick. And Nick and Charlie have a lot of travel and separation anxiety over it. But I'm guessing that they added Imogen here, which makes sense.
It's all just...
Hello?
Yeah.
I like that they really make Nick and Tara bond a lot, because that makes sense. They were friends before they got older and then they reconnected, and now they bond a lot over their different relationships. And they're in the same grade, which makes sense. Okay, here's the first depiction that we have, like explicit depiction of his eating disorder. Everyone else is eating normally and he's having a hard time. I think this is the same day that they go to the beach. Nick just noticing again and again what's going on with Charlie.
I'm
Okay,
really worried
then
about
finally him telling Charlie that he's been noticing that he doesn't eat.
I've noticed you've been really stressed.
And then the body dysmorphia thing.
When you put your hand
I don't think we've ever seen Tao and Elle making out in the graphic novels. It's mostly from Charlie's and Nick's perspective, so obviously we just hear maybe about this, but we never see it. This body dysmorphia thing and the problems in their relationship is 100% from this show only, not in the graphic novel, so I'm excited to see where it goes. And I'm glad that they're talking about it. I feel like they have a pretty mature relationship going on, except in season 2, Elle was just testing Tao left and right, and that was not good. I feel like they've gotten to a good place, so everyone is struggling in general. The lesbians seem to be fine. Okay, but what about them? Has Imogen, like, to kiss the other girl and then been rejected, and then we get the MVP, Tori, being a great older sister, and the pug who is the new addition to the Nick Nelson family, because obviously they have Nellie and now they have whoever that is, the pug. And she cut her
I
hair.
hate feeling like this.
I love them being supportive
I don't know what to
boyfriends
do now.
at school. I wonder if the old art teacher is going to show up again, because the cast is already so big. Oh, this
I
part.
really love him.
Peggy. Okay, so in case you don't know, the Oscar winner had a scheduling problem with this season. So even though she wanted to be in season 3, she just couldn't make it work. So instead of writing her off or recasting her character because she is so iconic, Olivia Colman, is that her name? They just decided to give Peggy Carter a chance, and I'm pretty sure that she's playing Nick's aunt. So it still comes from a maternal role, and it's someone we've never seen before, but it's an icon, so I'm not really complaining. Awesome, and we love to see women supporting Nick, at least I do. And I think she gives really good advice.
Sometimes people need more support than one person.
I think that scene with Charlie leaving, it's either him leaving for the hospital, which I don't think because Tori is there, so it's probably him leaving for the holidays, but no, it's Nick. Wait, I'm talking myself out of this hypothesis because it's Nick who leaves for the holidays. He goes to Spain, to, is it Ibiza or Mallorca? One of the two. And I'm pretty sure Charlie doesn't. So is this Charlie going to the hospital? And they took Tori? Interesting. And then Peggy Carter giving really good advice. You can't be everything for a person. You can't be their therapy. Oh, they're using a projector, watching movies, which is their thing. That's very nice. And then these two together, we don't really get to see a lot of Isaac bonding with anyone because the poor guy, I feel like the writers don't know what to do with him. So I like that he's with Charlie. Okay, and then he surprises Nick with a trip to, I'm gonna say, the zoo, because there are zebras, there are monkeys, and Imogen is going like this. So I'm surprised they have time for this filler because this is 100% not in the graphic novels. So they were just like, we're just gonna have a filler episode where we all go to the zoo. Oh, it might be after Charlie leaves the hospital? Wait, who's surprising who? I'm losing the plot.
Even when it's hard.
Okay, it's Charlie's surprising Nick. So when would this be? Is this when he comes back from Ibiza? Why are they surprising him? Oh my god, what a cut.
Darling.
It is love, they're so cute. I love that Charlie does getting the water, but with his shirt on, so he's trying for Nick.
We just want to be there for you.
This is definitely the ending to, I think, this volume. We have a big festival, and the thing is that it's right when Nick and the other 3 seniors are coming back from the trip to look at universities, and Charlie is playing in the band in front of everyone. At the beginning, he is very nervous and very anxious, and he's like, I can't do it. I can't do it without Nick. You're welcome for that accent. After he talks to Tori, he's finally learned to love Nick, but be his own person and not be codependent, because this is the season of codependency between Nick and Charlie. They really have to work on it, and they do. And spoilers, what Tori is telling Charlie here is that she is ace.
You have to let us.
So it might be Charlie supporting her more than her supporting him. I did not know that she was a dancer. That's probably because I've forgotten. But we love to see Darcy being a supportive queen. Captures the beauty of queer teen love.
Intimacy is trusting someone enough to let
go with control. Okay, the very ending. This isn't the last graphic novel volume that exists. The last one is number 6, and it's only online. You can't buy it physically yet. But in that one, most of the storyline is Nick and Charlie finding time and finding the confidence in themselves to make love for the first time. I don't know, have sex. Okay, they're gonna have sex. That's what volume 6 is. They're like, okay, we finally gotten to the point where we're comfortable around each other. It's mostly Charlie because of his eating disorder, but it's also a little bit of Nick because he recently discovered that he's bi. So obviously there's a lot of emotions on both sides. I love that we're gonna get to see therapy. That seemed like blonde hair, but this Darcy cut her hair, it already felt pretty short. So it's either Darcy or Imogen.
I don't even know what the hell I'm doing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We're in sex ed right now. I mean, maybe you'll get some good advice.
And then they didn't. I loved this scene in the graphic novel. Oh, and that is such a good parallel to when they were playing rugby in season 1. Charlie got tackled to death almost, and Nick was like, oh, no homo, I can't go to my bro and help him up and see like if he's okay. But here he's openly kissing him in front of everyone, so that's very nice.
I want to tell Nick that I love him.
Nice. Nelly, the best. I love that. If you don't know, I guess spoilers, but this is the moment where Charlie decides that it's appropriate to tell Nick that he loves him. While he's in the shower before he leaves, he like runs out into the street. And Nick is just left so confused, and it's so good, and it's so them, and I'm 100% sure that they're going to be like, oh, why we like this?
Why are we like this?
My brother hates that, but I think it's funny.
Nick? Yeah.
He has a huge shower. Okay, that's the festival. I'm guessing that's Charlie's birthday, and they're kissing, probably the end of the fest, but it looks cold. Look at him. Okay, so he's just, I feel like a random author that Charlie likes, and he drags Nick over there.
No.
Or is it the other way around?
Nice to meet you.
And they're just like, he's so hot.
He's hot!
Because he is.
Yeah, he's really hot.
Oh my god.
Obviously from season 1, we already had really good actors, but from then on, everyone who makes a cameo or who appears there as a side character is just like top notch. We just keep getting winner after winner. Before we go, let's react to Heart Season 3 date announcement because there's extra footage that we haven't looked at.
I love you.
So
You don't have to say it back yet.
Charlie rehearsing how to say that to Nick, and then best girl comes in.
Shocked you haven't said it already.
Honestly, me too.
I don't have to say the awkward I love you too because he feels obligated to.
That's so
He
Charlie.
feels the same.
He obviously does. He obviously
Tell
does.
him today.
Iconic siblings. What a look. Oh, so that's him going to the beach.
Hi.
Clearly he doesn't say it at the beach. Look at them with their highs. There we go. Aw.
What?
You gonna kiss? No.
I
He's so smitten.
never seen you in a vest before.
A vest? Isn't that like a wife beater?
I've never seen you in a cap before.
That's adorable.
Should we go?
Yeah.
Yes. Parents are just like non-existent in this season. Where are Charlie's parents? And those are the sneak peek and the official trailer that we've gotten. Let me tell you, they are so good. This is looking very promising. It's also looking like I'm gonna have to reread volumes 4, 5, and 6. Volumes 1 or 2 are season 1. Volume 3 is definitely the Paris trip, but I think it might have also bled into volume 4. So maybe I'm wrong and this is just volumes 5 and 6. I think that might be what it is. Correct me if I'm wrong, I'm sure you will. So please let me know down in the comments how excited you are about this new season because it's looking so good. It comes out in, I believe, 3 weeks on a random Thursday. I guess they just liked the fact that it was October 3rd and they couldn't pass up that opportunity.
On October 3rd, he asked me what day it was.
It's October 3rd.
Leave a like if you like this video and please subscribe if you haven't already and click that bell button to get notifications every time I post a new video. I post videos just like this every single Friday normally, except when I have exciting news to share with you. So I guess I'll see you guys next time. Bye!